Hey, this episode is brought to you by Iterable. You know, that Iterable, the one that just rolls right off the tongue. Iterable. It's like iterate, but with able at the end, because you know you want to be able to do things like email, of course, but then you also want to do things like push notifications and SMS and in-app messaging and making your entire high school classmates jealous of how smart you are. That's what Iterable is good for, because it's built for today's growth marketing. Give them a try. Take a look. Iterable. Be able.
Happy Friday, Matt Hilby.
What is up, Matthew Smith? Welcome back, Email Geeks, to another episode of Feedback Friday.
Caca! Look up here. Extra credit if you know what movie that's from.
I thought that was your new catchphrase or something.
Oh, hell no, dude. Yeah, you need to watch some old school movies. Somebody's going to write in and be like, yeah, I'm also 41. I know that movie. But, you know, we'll see. I want to talk about Everlane. Can we talk about Everlane?
Sure thing. Let's go.
So the first thing I got to say is that this guy in this picture, I feel like he's talking to me with his eyes, and he's saying something like, dude, look at how soft my shirt is.
I thought this was you. Is this you?
Oh, yeah. It's essentially my style. I really dig Everlane's style. I love the way he's like touching the hem of his shirt.
Yeah, this is a very, very good photo.
What's up? So I like this guy. But Everlane is just doing some really clean design in their email series, and I've been very impressed with it. One caveat, I'm going to get it out of the way right away, and then we'll be done with it, is they have mostly all image emails. And
yes,
you know how I feel about those. But all the qualities of what they're doing in their emails, including having text that's readable on mobile, works awesome. And so they make up for a lot of the problems. It's not future thinking, but I'm sure it works for them for now. I hope they change at some point, but I'm really psyched about these things. So great imagery, really clear, easy to read typography all the way throughout, including on mobile. It doesn't get too small. They do a nice job of just keeping things, you know, looking great and using this photography in an easy to read way. Keep these, you know, CTAs nice and clean. You just know what they are. Everything's centered down the line, and then tick tock, back and forth, and then centered on this final CTA. It just gets the job done. So, you know, what they're telling me right up front, the easiest way to spruce up your uniform. Sweet. It's easy. I like what this guy's wearing. I can tell it's about basics. Tell me more. You know, our uniform tees are tested, proven, guaranteed for the year to come. Whoa, cool. So they're good for a year. Sweet. I can shop them. Or, hey, let's learn more. Okay. Fabric strength, color fast, less pilling. Sweet. So they're telling me over and over, here are the qualities, and then they double down, shop uniform tees. So it's just a really great way to tell the story. And then they end by saying that they have this 365-day guarantee. They have a really simple footer they get out of the way, just nothing to it. There's so much to like about a really clear, succinct email. Beautiful with the photography, so it just gets the job done. And if I want it, I know I can go act on it right away. I just think they're really doing some great work here. And we'll jump over to another one I want to look at, but I'm curious about your thoughts on this one.
Very clean overall. Like you said, it's all images, but I feel like they do a pretty good job with making those, you know, the text still being pretty clear, even within those images. I'm using, you know, those brand fonts, really making the email stand out to me, and the clean photography. Just really smart copywriting. I think the CTA copy is a little different. You know, it's pretty straightforward still, but overall this email, you know, makes me want to click out and learn more about this product.
Yeah, maybe they could change their CTA down here and see how that relates. This is one of those like super nitpicky things, but because they got so much right, I feel like I can. I feel like the padding on this content here on the left is a little tight, and here I almost feels like just a little bit cramped. They're killing it with so many things in this one. Let's jump over to the other one and look at it as well.
I think in both these examples, it's interesting what they leave off, these emails. Like, we're not seeing social icons. We're not really seeing navigation bars, and really letting the content be the main focus, and letting the product speak for itself, and hope, you know, really pushing you to that one single CTA in this email, which is, you know, shopping for these individual items rather than, bombarding you with a bunch of different things.
Right.
So
I like the way that they use the copy to say, we are trustworthy and this product lasts. And then the fashion speaks for itself, right? Like if you identify to like this fashion, like you'll see it in this image, and then the copy is all about this trustworthiness. So here is a nice piece of work that they do. One of the things I found recently, I was working on a Squarespace site for a friend, could not afford like a custom build. So I worked on, just a Squarespace site, and I was filling in with the images. And one of the things that really made the site come to life is when I took their logo and like overlaid it on images the way that they're doing here, right? So they're taking this gray photo, and they could just be that, but instead they put some of these icons that talk about some of the qualities of the clothing and put them right on top of the clothing. And it adds value to what they're doing. And then down below here, they go into some social proof. So they go through and have 4.77 out of 5 stars on 613 reviews. Cool. So boom, overview. And then they give these 3 quotes. Wow. Okay. Some other people are really enjoying these. Like it usually is just enough. Okay. Shop the performance chino. And then this great gift just to say, oh, look, available in these different colors. And one of the things I actually like about it, have you ever been on Amazon or something like that and you see the exact same image and all they've done is really changed the image color, not the actual clothing color? And this feels more authentic. You can see that each of these photos is a different photo of the actual color of the product, which feels just fantastic. And then they tell you the color down here as well. Yeah, I really like it. I think they're doing a great job of pulling all this stuff together. The copy just feels fantastic. And again, everything just gets out of the way. One thing I was going to mention up here, this is a good example of being able to use, they've got this photo component. They have equal spacing between here and down here. So below the button and above the text. That works in this case because these are all separate components. If the image really needed to be tied with this part, then you would need more padding underneath to say, okay, this is done, right? You create alignment and connection between elements using spacing. So if you need to say that this group belongs together, then pull the spacing closer together or increase the spacing under it to say that that other part is not part of this. So just one of those little design tricks that works really well. But here, because each of these are independent, A up top, B in the middle, C down here, it all works to have that spacing. But notice the spacing here is the same again, right? And so they've done a good job of maintaining that quality. And that's part of what gives this email a sense of rest, is everything's very, very consistent. There are so few colors that they're using here except for the color of the photography. And that really helps the clothing stand out. Just a little tidbit. Anyway, great job, Everlane. Also, I enjoy your products and I appreciate it. Feel free to send anything if you need to. All right, shall we go and wish everybody a happy Friday, Matt Helbig?
Yeah, we're actually going to meet up this weekend, so I'm really looking forward to Unspan planning. It's going to be a fantastic event.
Yeah, that's right. You all are in Greenville. We're going to have a good time.
Make sure to buy your tickets to Unspan because we're hopefully going to sell out quick.
That's right. Yeah, it's March 12th and 13th in Greenville, South Carolina. A cooler place than you would imagine. So we had a ton of fun last year and are really looking forward to having some of those folks back and a ton of new folks. We've made some more room for some more people. So get your tickets at unspam.reallygoodemails.com.
If you have any feedback on the series, please leave a comment down below. Hit subscribe to keep up with future episodes. Thank you for giving a listen and letting our sponsors know you love really good emails.